Hi Libra, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. My name is Kayleigh and this is your general weekly Tarotscope. As always, the housekeeping is down below with how to find different aspects of your astrological birth chart, the decks that I'm using, and how to book a personal reading if you feel called to do so. Yeah, let's see what we've got for you going ahead. Let's see what we've got going for this week. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, I'm not going to lie, is not a great card. If you're looking for positive or negative, if you attach those connotations, generally when it's received, it's a negative card. It's the card of betrayal, the card of rock bottom, the card of mental anguish to the point of possible breakdown, or kind of emotionally done with people. Those thoughts, it's a painful end to something. Somebody has been harsh with their words, cruel with their words. They've taken chunks out of you. It could be that you've taken chunks out of yourself. You've been harsh and overly critical to yourself. It can be the full self-destruct button, in the sense of you are talking so negatively to yourself that depression has taken a full hold on you and your confidence is completely shot, whether that's you have done it with unintentionally with negative thinking, or somebody has actually been overly critical and worn you down to this point. This is rock bottom though. So the positive to take from this card is it can only go up from here. It can't get any worse. And please remember, if you are in that place where you have hit rock bottom, you can and will recover. You can take steps forward, even if they're tiny steps. You can take steps forward. The darkness does not last forever. If this is to do with a painful betrayal, a painful ending it can be very much the ending of a relationship, romantic or otherwise. It can be backstabbing. It can be somebody that's literally gone to town on you and attacked you verbally. Yeah, there's heartbreak attached to this. So for me, this is more a relationship, whether that's a romantic one or otherwise. Somebody has completely cut ties, cut off, ended a relationship, and there is rejection and heartbreak and pain and sorrow and grief attached to it, and I just want to cry. Yes, it's painful. Yes, it is brutal. But the sun you will recover from this. You will smile again. You will feel again, and you will love again. Okay, let's see what we've got coming out. Yes, the Three of Wands. Okay, I love that this has come out after the Three of Swords, which is the anguish and the thoughts. And this is all very head related, thought related. And it's funny because it's the heartbreak emotion card, but it's because we think of that person often, or we think about how much we love them, or we think about how much we saw a view of the future of how things would be with them. We saw an alternate reality in our heads. We dreamt that up in our heads. And unfortunately, the fact that this has come to an end means that that future isn't going to happen. So you have to grieve for the future happiness that you thought you would have. Whether it's happening or not, that was a potential reality for you. And there are feelings attached to that reality. You are absolutely valid to grieve the future you thought you would have that you are now not having. And you need to take that time to process those emotions. And if that requires seeing a professional to get anti-anxiety or antidepressant meds or anything else that's required to help you navigate that time and to give you some support and comfort during that time and a relief of some of the pain, then absolutely go and see a professional and have that help. Equally, you can see a professional in order to just give you a safe space to process those emotions and what just happened. Sometimes it helps just to sit with someone and talk through things so that you can kind of rationalize what just happened, especially if there was gaslighting involved or any kind of mental or emotional damage done to you in that situation. If there was harsh, critical, horrible names being slung around, those words, although you've taken them and owned them, they may not be valid. They are not a accurate description of who you are or what actually happened. That is someone lashing out in a painful breakdown of a relationship and a situation. things have got to a toxic and destructive point when those words are being flung, and that doesn't mean that there's necessarily any grounding to or validity to those words. So sometimes talking it out with someone giving you a safe space to process that, whether that's a therapist or a counsellor or a friend, I always recommend a professional if you feel inclined, and I would always say if you are feeling that low that you should absolutely go and see a professional. You can see a therapist pretty much for the same cost it would be if you go and get your nails done at a salon. So as much as getting your nails done is self-care, so is seeing a therapist or a counsellor or talking to someone in that kind of a mental health. It's almost like a mental health pamper, even if you need just to talk to someone just once, just to get it out. Absolutely invest in yourself in that way to do that. But you do have the Three of Wands, and it's just a case of seeing that although this is painful, it's never going to be as painful again for you in this situation, and you can only go up from where you are right now. You cannot go any lower. You can only go up from here, which is although you're at the bottom, it's a beautiful thing that you can only improve. It can only get more positive from this point going forward. You have the Three of Wands, and this is about looking to the future and seeing, okay, yes, this person isn't in my life anymore. And sometimes we forget that when there is a relationship breakdown, although it's kind of everyone, and your natural response is to go, well, what do I do now? You then also have the beautiful thing of going, okay, when I'm healed, what do I want to do? What do I want my life to look like? For me, not for another person. What do you want for yourself? Where do you want to go? How do you want to grow? And start then building yourself back up, working on your confidence, working on your passion, working on what it is. This is a perfect time to reconnect with yourself, to strengthen yourself, to make sure that you are ready. So if another person does come in, you are in the perfect position as a whole person to enter a healthy, mutually balanced relationship where there is interdependency, not codependency. You do not need another person to fulfill you, but you do potentially one day may want a person to come in, and if they do come into your life, then they should be coming in to enhance it, not to complete it. No person can complete you. You can only complete and fix yourself, unfortunately. I wish sometimes we could have other people fix us, but we can't. They can sit with us on our journey, but they cannot actually fix us. Only we can do the healing, and only we can do the work. So yeah, this is about looking to the future. What do you want your future to do? How are you going to transform? And that's what sometimes we forget, because a butterfly, we go, oh, the butterfly, look at the caterpillar, it's going to grow into a beautiful butterfly. What happens when they go into the cocoon? They turn to literal mulch and rebuild themselves back up with wings. It is an extremely painful process of transformation. We all go, oh, I want to transform, but there is so much pain and work involved in it that we sometimes forget. We only see the end result. But that's good, because if you focus on the end result, you know that all this pain that you're going through is going to transform you into something incredible. So you need to be doing that. You need to be going, I know it's going to hurt and I know I have work to do, but it's going to be worth it. So if it's going to cost all this, I need it to be worth what I truly want. My end goal has to be what I want my life to aspire to have my life looking like for me, not for another person, for me. And if another person comes in, they can come and share it with me. But you need to decide what it is you want. She's looking out to sea. Where does she want to go? Where does she want to travel to? What does she want to see? What inspires her? So yes, you may be in this painful, bitter ending that it feels like catastrophe has happened, and it has. It's painful. It's brutal. And I'm not in any way invalidating that experience, and you absolutely should lean into those feelings and feel them and witness them and process them and heal them, because once you've done that, you can build your life up any way that you choose to now. You don't have to answer to another person when you have to make decisions about, do I want to go to uni? Do I want to go to India and see the Taj Mahal? Do I want to climb Everest? Do I want to change my career? Do I want to even be with another person. What do I want for me? What experiences do I want? Now this is done. It's about changing. What do I do now with what do I want to do now? I can wish for any life that I want now. I don't have this person in my life, and that is terrible and painful and sad, and I am going to have to learn how to navigate not having that person in my life to bestow love on. But at some point in the future, what do I want my life to look like? What job do I want to be doing? What places do I want to see? And it's kind of changing the focus of where you are right now and recognizing the freedom and liberation that has come from an awful, painful event. Make sure you take the time to heal. Make sure you get yourself the support to heal so that you can go and have those fun adventures without any kind of emotional baggage pulling you back the other way. I hope that is of some use to you, Libra, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye for now.